equip yourself with that knowledge so that you avoid making the mistake that some of us has made, so that you'll be able to turn all those years of hard work into a finished degree. So let's engage in the comment. If you have any question, you can leave it in the comment. When the time will come, we'll take the questions and we all will be equipped. We'll all be learning with our great speakers. Thank you.
But they never noticed that.
Doctor, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so please, let's welcome Dr. Emas. Can welcome him.
Yes, can you help me share? I have something brief to share.
All right.
I've been disabled now.
Okay. I think it's okay now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Thank you, sir.
Hi, everyone. Just give me a minute, right? Right. Yeah. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is at your end. Good time in that particular day of the night. Yeah. So as it has already been said, and please, this is just I take this as a very great opportunity just to share with. I take everybody here, first of all, as a brother, a sister, a family member, that I know that whatever that concern I have, I can share with you as a brother. If you are sleeping and I call you, you will wake up to help. I think that is one of the greatest thing OAAD stands for. We are more than a family. We are more than academics. We are more than anything that you can think of. We are solidified in one unit to bring, us into achieving whatever that you may wanted to achieve alone. Yeah, so just in brief, I'll make an introduction. Yeah, my name is already mentioned. Currently, I'm in the United States, Atlanta, Georgia. I am with Emory University, where I conduct research within energy transition. One of my research focus is in Kenya. Those who are in Kenya, I will be contacting you for us to do something great. Yes, so, and over the years, so this is just a brief introduction, like I put it. I have been in China since 2017. I came to China 2017, and I did my PhD from the 2017 to 2022. So one may ask, so how many years already gone there? That is from 2017 to 2022. Great mathematicians, you know that 5 years are already gone for PhD. And from 2022 to 2025, ending there, that is almost, call it 3 years. So, but we call it 7 years already gone. The 7 year already gone here has a very great implication for me and you, we know that like numbers matter. That is perfect. It means a perfect timing. It is a perfect timing that has already gone in somebody's life, call it academic or industrial work. But 7 years represented a perfect timing for me and OAAD.
Which is
One may say that OAAD is not even up to 7 years now, but it was already in the pool working behind the scene, and now it is of maturity to serve the world. So that is why it has become 7 years in perspective. And so if I put it, I'll just say a
What did
brief
baby also? Baby, your brother,
testimony
right?
of my 7 years in China. Because having started PhD, I was thinking that I'm smart. All right. I'm smart. I could, if it's about the classwork, I was able to get A, B, right? I was able to do all these things. Now, when it was time for the research, that was another time to grapple with. And indeed, within 3 years' time, I was able just to have published like 2 papers. And then I was very much aware I will complete my PhD in 4 years. In 4 years, I was going to finish my PhD. And little did I know, another year will also even come to play, making it 5 years. So somebody will say, yeah, we have people here who have completed their PhD exactly 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. It's doable. It's doable subject to certain conditions. And first of it is what the supervisor at play. It is doable subject to the school in which you are. It is doable subject to, the family in which you belong to. It is doable subject to the research, organization or somebody who is there to help you in doing what you have to do. So it means that completing your PhD within a space of time, it is subject to variable of, factors. And those factors, the question is that do you have control over the variables? So for example, you don't have control over your supervisor. You don't have control over the school. You don't have control over the funding that may be supporting you. Many of us in China, I think many of us is what? CSC. So for example, if they just say that your scholarship is no longer there, God forbid, it will not be, but it's just some certain factor that I'm building into play. All right. That is why completing your PhD within time is of relevance to you and everybody. So I will just make it very brief and say that within my 5 years that I was in a PhD program, like I said, 3 years I was expecting that I could finish it, but it was not so. I had to add another year because it's subject to the school and the supervisor at play. So another year had to be added because this is a general presentation which I cannot give the details of that. But I know colleagues and friends here might also be going through the same thing that maybe I went through. But it was not just a painful situation. I take it to be, it was a time for building. It was not a painful time, but it was a time for building. I think I'm talking to somebody. You may be saying that this is a painful situation that I'm going through, right? It may be, but take it that it is a time for building, right? This is just first comforting word to somebody tonight that it is what? A time for building your research resilience. It's not a wasting time. Keep pushing it. And once I had it over that time, I was asking, how am I going to make it? But I still had to put my acts together in order to finish the PhD that I wanted to do. So in that particular in the university, you have to publish not less than 3 papers, right? You are not supposed to publish less than 3 papers before you can graduate. I just gave a number, not less than 3. So it means that even if you publish your 3 papers, it is not good enough to complete. So that was the situation, and it has to hold a lot of things in play. So we put it in this perspective, assuming that maybe you already published your 3 papers now, you knowing that you will go. And that was why I said the school, the supervisor, and all things that put in play are issues you have to consider. You have to think ahead of time how you're going to make it. So I will not talk so much on the PhD aspect. This is personal issue, right? Personal issues, and I know a lot of people may have that kind of, trouble or issues going on now. If I will go to talk about it, it may be of, hitting the bag. So I will go it into the period that I was an associate researcher. Having been an associate researcher, because that was just because in that particular department, I was the person that started that particular situation. And it means that I am teaching student and also a researcher at the same time. So I have come in contact with many of the students that I taught are Chinese students, which is different. I will not use that as a yardstick here. So I will look at it like with the students that I have encountered with, maybe from the foreign country. It could be Africa, Asia, or any other place. All right. These are the foreign students that I encountered with. So before I will go into issues of my work, I will give a space of time. Just I know this is unplanned, and I'm just going to do it. If OAD president, my neighbor is there, I will give a space of time. He can just mention about maybe 3 to 4 instances. Students are in challenging situations. If you could just do that, I will give maybe within a space of time 4 to 5 minutes for that. You could just mention it. How many times has students across the length and breadth of the world contacted him regarding their thesis? It is not to say somebody's issues, but it's just to give what is going on across board. And that is why OAD has been in play to help and assist students navigate their way. And I did not add one thing for since 2020, or that will be so around 2021, 2022, I have also been the welfare assistant. I am the one who has been there with, I think the person who was already the president has left and into another work while another person came in, but I still maintain as the welfare, assistant. I like to be there as the assistant in order to serve people. To talk of the welfare, it means that what are the challenges, situations people are going through in their own research, a bunch of issues. I came to know about it having worked with that particular unit. And then what have we done over the years? So I will just give a space of time to our president to speak. Just give like testimonies of what for or many people that he knows. It will now tell you what is happening. And OAAD is not just coming to solve all these issues, it's going to help and connect you to the right people to support you through. So I'll give the mic to our president to talk before I will come in again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hermas. Very much excited, and we thank you again for the effort you're putting in as the assistant head of department for the OED Welfare and Member Progress Department. Who is a better person to handle this topic than the people responsible for the leadership of the department that pays attention to these things. I thank you for giving me a slot to give solid pieces of information that have been experienced over the years. Sincerely, I cannot tell the number. There are so many, and it keeps happening, keeps happening, it keeps happening. Student problems are the same every year. You know, we come in a particular year, a group of people will share the same problems that some people had the year before. Next set of persons that will come will also experience the same problems again. And those who experienced a particular problem in a particular year, in let's say at their first year, when they move to the second year, they will also experience different kind of problems. You know, when they are doing their coursework is different. When they get to the point of doing thesis, it's different. We've had students from Mauritania, Eritrea, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, who have had to stay many more years than the PhD or master's degree should have been able to take. And there was one that was particularly devastating to the point that he graduated at the 7th year. And that was part of what, and during that process, unfortunately, several other problems beyond academic happened as well. It got to a point that his supervisor, who is a Chinese professor, was in touch with OAD as we coordinated to find experts in that field to collaborate with him, work with him to see how they can, handle the difficulties arising in connection with his research. So this is something that keeps happening over again. And these people are not fools. Indeed, I always say that any African who is able to fight and get visa and go through the process of travel to arrive here to do whatever, or any country they're going to, whether it's in China or United States or other continents, anybody who is able to go through those processes is not a dull person. That person has worked hard. That person has the capacity. But then capacities vary. So people are able to do various things based on their capacities. So we've had these again and again. That particular one that was up to 7 years, finally, when he graduated just at the nick of time, because after 7 years, it cannot be extended, no more extension. And I want to mention also that many people have come, spent years, and went back without getting a degree certificate. A few may get graduation certificate. There's what they call graduation certificate in China. They get graduation, but they don't get a degree certificate. Often connected to the problem of being able to pull out something from their thesis to publish. Sometimes they could even publish something from other areas, but thesis ties them down because they are not able to pull out something valuable from that place to publish to allow them to graduate. So just not to take so much time, I want to say that this is an ongoing thing. And this training is going to be on today, tomorrow, and the next day, 20th to 22nd. Please be kind to help someone. We are not asking anybody for money in these things. OAD has never asked anybody for money. OAD has never charged people to do various things we've been doing over time. We know that our focus is on something bigger than money. We want to be able to see you become a strong person in your career. We want to be able to see you, whether it's in business or in research. Of course, this time around, we're focusing on research. We want to be able to see you strong. And when you are strong already, there are several other things we'll be able to do together. So please, whatever you can do, you can support other people who are not here right now. Reach out to them. Because in the future, if you don't do anything, to help your friends when they begin to get into trouble in the future. They will bring the trouble to you and you will lose time. Now find them, let them come and learn what they need to do to help themselves so they can prepare in advance. You'll be able to save yourself time. You'll be able to save yourself heartache of seeing someone who should have graduated, but they go back home without a degree. Imagine what that means. Think about the implication of that. That someone would come here, spend 5 years, 4 years. Some after spending that, they will need to start again in a different school because of one challenge or another. I'm not talking about those who don't plan to graduate, because there are people who don't want to graduate. I'm talking about people who are intentionally making efforts to see how they can graduate, but they are just not able. So please, if you can reach out to people, encourage them. This is the, I think when our brother, Dr. Helmers, is taking over again, you may have seen the meeting link from the different places you joined from. You can pick it and share with everybody around you or in your network. And I will also share further in this place right now so that you can see what you can do to support other people for them to benefit from this experience. I'm sharing it in the message box. You can send the link to someone who needs it to ensure that they don't miss. And also remember to follow the channel so you can follow up and learn further things and other research experiences that are being shared over there. We'll send the QR code subsequently, which you can scan and follow the channel. All the best. All the best. Please, Dr. Helmers, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, my neighbor, and thank you, everybody, once again. Yeah, so where you just hit, I just want to make one quick remark on that with regard to OAD supporting people and not to make financial gain out of it. About 4 years now, and that will be exactly 3 years. By then, our late Professor Presley, may his soul rest in peace. One of the things that he did with people who were going through challenges, I remember by then we were still students and somebody had to graduate because of the thesis, the person could not. So everything they did, it was Professor Presley who brought the person to our attention. By then we were also even still struggling with our thesis. But a close friend who worked with similar area has to take the thesis, assisted this particular person. And, if it was to be like financial challenges or maybe to have put a financial value on that particular work that friend did for the person to graduate, trust me, it will not be less than 20,000 RMB. Because you are stuck and the person has to bring you out of it. But through Professor Presley and a colleague who was in the area, they assisted this particular person. The person graduated and went. Right now, I think whether the person could even be an associate or assistant professor somewhere. I know the person is I will not want to see exactly where the person is coming from, where the person is now. But this is one of the areas. And this is also like, a note to OAD members. So once people are found themselves in trouble, remember, there may be miscreants. Sorry, I'm going to use that word. There may be people who want to use your situation in order to make money. They will tell you, can help you with the research, or I can help you with the thesis, but it comes at a value. Trust me, if you do have anybody within OAD who wants to ask a welfare, assistant, I know this situation that is going on behind. I we had to go at a long distance to try to solve issues regarding this. People may come to you, I will help you with the research and I'll take money for that. Please, OAD is not here to make a marketplace for people to make money. However, if you go and have it somewhere, OAD is outside of it, you enter a contract with somebody who takes money from you and could not also perform, at the end of the day, it is between you and the person. OAD will be exempted from it. If you want OAD to be part of it, you have to communicate through the OAD channels. And OAD will not support somebody for that financial support. OAD is just to help you find the right person. Because we are here, like I said from the opening remark, we are here as brothers and sisters to support each other, get our degree, not just to go back home. And remember, we have a couple of professors among us, full professors, assistant, associate, and postdoc, who are here also to support OAD members, right? You can always try to find the right person. Yeah, I'll move quickly to issues here, what we'll be dealing with. And today is just like an opening, mode. Tomorrow is where the work itself is going to be. So, but the things we will be looking out are, one, we're going to, then I will make this statement that, just a minute. Your supervisor is your greatest collaborator. This is just one statement I want to make. So even if today's presentation, you do not get anything from it, but I believe this particular thing is going to be great for you. Your supervisor is your greatest collaborator, and no one fights his or her supervisor and succeed. I don't know even if I end this particular presentation here, but this statement alone should be something that is going to guide you through your academic field. Your supervisor is your greatest, collaborator. And trust me, you cannot fight your supervisor and succeed in that particular academic field. You may only succeed in different field, but not in where your supervisor is. You can't. So in one presentation I ever made to Ghanaian Students Union, what I said was that your supervisor should be like, most of us might have heard, this is my, my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, or what. I see it again here, that we should make our professors as our boy or girlfriend. Call them your whatever relationship you can couch in order to make the relationship go. It's just like sometimes somebody you will take one day, you will not call and you will not be happy. Make it that your supervisor is your greatest collaborator, and you cannot fight your supervisor and succeed, not in that particular university or in that institution. So that is something that we will be talking so much in depth in this area, how you go about it. And one of the things we also do is that what do masters and PhD students do in the wake of AI and many journals going open access? Time will permit me on, I know this particular one, I'm going to make a small presentation. All of us will have a clue on what is happening. Open access aspect. Then the thesis aspect, we will also have to make a presentation on it. But today is just like, we're giving the nuggets, and tomorrow is just tomorrow and tomorrow next is the full presentation where you will have to take greater things. But today are the welfare issues OAD is doing in order to help us, go through. And now you can imagine when you are submitting your paper to your journal, many journal will ask you whether you going open access or subscription. All right. Now, what does it mean for seeking to publish? So if you want to publish right now, I know the publication is also, all of us, we know the big issue about publication. What does it mean? Right? So we will also be talking about what dealing with journals and reviewers. All these are things that we will have to discuss. All right. Many of us are also editors. Many of us are also reviewers and also authors at the same time. So how do you go about all these things? These are issues we'll be discussing in great presentation. But like I said, today is just an opening session. All right. So after this, I will the session to many people within the OAD who may want to make contribution with this issue. And tomorrow we're going to make that enticing presentation. So what I'm going to do here is that I will start with the open access aspect. Just do it. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the thesis aspect for many of us. So let me share in a different mode. Or just a minute. So this is just, I will put this link in the platform. So maybe anyone at any time you may want to have a look at this. What is happening? We have like open access trend in scholar publishing from maybe 2015 to 2024. I think we like going tables. So here, let's have a look at this. Many of us are still going through publication issues. You just take a look at the trend. We have, from this point, we have 2015. Here, we will look at what? The open access. Look at the number as of this. It was what? 22% of the total journal publications. It means 22% of papers, 22%. We come to 2016. You are having what? You see a growth. Open access is growing from 20 now to 25. 2017, it goes 30%. 2018, 34%. I know many publishing, institutions or journals will not like what I'm just going to present here. This is like an education for all of us. All right. Many, because maybe if you go, the journals will not be interested in this kind of presentation I'm making, but this is the reality we are facing. So we have 34% as of 2028, 37, 42. I jump to 2024 or 2023. You can see there was what? A sharp increase here. We have, that is this time we have, that is the COVID time. COVID time 2020, 2021, 2022 there. There is a great increase. Many of the journals are going open access. Now the question is, what does it mean for a PhD student, a master's student? I know in this platform, many of us are PhD and master's students. What does it mean for you? Because you have to go open access. And the open access, we all know you have to pay not less than $2,000. You have to go. If you want to publish in a good journal, you will have to pay a huge amount of money. How can you get the money? We are concerned about your education, and it is also for us as well. OAD concerned because if you know you don't make your publications, you may not even go to the extent of the thesis. Sometimes you can publish, but your thesis will keep you. And also, even if you get your thesis ready without the publication, you are still stuck. There are just a 50-50 tug of war that we students are facing today. And somebody will say, why is it a concern for some of us who have already, finished my PhD, OAD members, many of them have also finished. So why is it a concern? It is a concern where, like we said, it could have been a yardstick for where OAD will be using it to make money. But that is not the cardinal principle for OAD. It's just like a non-profit organization, because what you're going through. I always say that I thank God the starting of OAD, because meaning that it is somebody who has passion for people's success. That was the beginning of OAD. If you want to make money, this one could have just become like a research consortium, be making money. But rather, you are bringing people together to help each other. It's one of the greatest institutions, not because I am in it, but I'm saying it because I know what people are going through and what they are doing. And they are going through it. So these are the issues that we are facing. So I'll go further to this. You will see, like what I just did the presentation a bit. I will put the link later on so that you will have a bunch of read for yourself to see what is going on. And this is the situation. Many of us who are looking forward to publishing, you are not going through to publish. So you have to find the right way. All right. You have to find the right way. If right now your challenge is publication in your university, you have to find the right way. And if right now you also have a challenge of thesis, which we will be discussing in depth tomorrow there about how to navigate it, this is also another platform. You have to go through it. These are all the issues we have. So I will stop sharing this and put the link in the platform. You will go through it yourself to see. And I also want to use this particular platform to engage my researchers, those who are researchers and professors right now. I know it's going to be a big burden, but we have to help our brothers and sisters who are already in stack now. If you are a professor, you are a researcher, a postdoc who could help anybody, just take it that we are helping one person within this platform. I can help one person. Another professor can help another person. Imagine the next 3 years, what we are going to do. That's why we always say when you have a problem, you don't drop it at the doorstep of another person and go. You must show interest in your own problem before somebody will help you. So I know many of us in OAD, we have challenges with regard to the publication, with regard to our thesis. So we must be willing to look for the right person to support us to navigate our academic, journey. So I will stop sharing this and put the link there. You can look at it. These are the publication issues. And how do we deal with editors? How do we deal with reviewers in this particular issue? One important thing is that we cannot deal with them, but we have to find a strategy. And the strategy is dealing with them. All right, so I will stop sharing this and put the link. You'll have a look at it. And I'm going to give, like I gave a point where OAD president gave a testimonial issues with regard to people that OAD has helped so far. And I want to also use that same opportunity just to share maybe about 2 or 3 issues. There was one student as in China where I've never met the particular student, but the person has contacted me. The person was already about giving up. It was just because of what data to complete the thesis. This student contacted me and we've never met, but I have to connect the person to, people that I know they could help. But I was given the direction. The data issue I will not mention the institution the person went for the data streaming, but the data, the person, I have to show the person where you have to go and stream your data. It is based on Africa. So you have to stream the data, right? The person went and I connected the person to somebody in the university. The person has, he has no idea how to data stream. The person has to help. You have to pick a flight and travel to the place to stay there for about 2-3 days in order to get the data. And trust me, all this effort that we put, currently, I think as of last year, the person graduated with a PhD. I don't know whether the person is already even employed now. But the question is that I don't have any credit to take in this. The only thing is that I was just happy to help somebody who was about giving up. I'm beginning to have to feel to become emotional with what I'm saying. Somebody who was about giving up, you can imagine 4 years, 5 years, you are going to give up, as President mentioned, all your parents' resources that they have, put in you, meaning that is going to be waste. The scholarship that you were on for 4-5 years, even the scholarship secretariat will say that there was no value in such a person. So I'm going to say it this way. But the thing is that we have to have the heart of helping each other. I know in this current generation, it is very difficult to do because we all want to make money. But the thing is that you have to make a small place as an OAD member to assist somebody just complete a master's degree, help somebody finish his or her PhD. You may not have a financial value attached to it, but you will be remembered in the heart of those people that you assist. You always say that if had it not been because of this person, by the grace of maybe God connecting me to this person, it would have been very damning. How will I be? Because my PhD right now, I did not do it entirely for myself. If nobody have ever helped me, somebody also helped me in one way or the other. In the academic, like in the classroom, nobody will help you. You have to do it because if somebody want to help you in the classroom, it will now become cheating. But when it comes to the thesis, it doesn't matter whoever that is giving you the assistance. Look for the right people, the right person to assist you. It doesn't matter if my PhD I have right now, nobody can use a scanner to scan and say that, oh, my PhD, somebody help me to get it. I knew I have, I made my publication and all those things. Like I said, I could have even graduated in my 3rd year, but I could not not because of publication, not because of thesis, but 1 or 2 reasons. So let's, as AAD members, let's make it a point to assist each other. And I want to add an issue here. Please never monetize your assistance when it comes to OAAD. Do not monetize it, even if you are a research consultant, because I've been seeing within this platform, people posting, maybe if you are interested in your thesis, consult me, and for this, put it there at a price or a fee. If you want to write a thesis or a paper, contact me and I will write you for money. I know because there are a lot of us here who should be interested in helping each other succeed rather than making money, because we have become, like I said, a family. Just as you cannot ask your brother, your biological brother, give me 1,000 renminbi before I will write your thesis for you. So it should be for all of us in OAAD. Take it that it is just a platform to help somebody. You will be remembered in the heart of men because of just one help you will give to somebody. And I will always say that I thank Mr. President and all the initiated from the beginning, though I was there from the beginning, but I was not part of the initiated, to bring such a wonderful platform where students engage. And I will add here, there are a lot of us students, very intelligent. Let's find each other within this platform, to build up ourselves and come out with our, master's PhD. I don't know, because you're looking at this OAD, it is an African-based institution. And you look at the background of Africa, many of our woes and our troubles are because of what? We are not able to help each other. I will not mention a particular country, but there is one country in the world right now. When you look at even their publications, you will see a certain trend. They are helping each other, but this is not that like just to, to lower the bar in publication or, in your academic field. They are very good at helping each other. I know that particular country, and I have interacted with those people over years. They are helping each other. Let's make it as OAD, African-based institution, all right, to help ourselves. Like I said, those particular person who graduated, that's just one person. And I know other people, I don't want to mention them also. I have to single-handedly connect them to somebody who could do the work for them. And now the person, some of them are, like I said, are as even associate or institutional head in certain places. They are making it. But if assuming that I was not able to connect them to the right person, I could not help. Those people by now, they could have been elsewhere. So like I said, today is just a teaser. We are bringing the issues that our people are facing in OAD. And now we have to help each other. And like I will gonna mention it again, do not monetize your research support for somebody. For currently, as I am here, we have a particular consortium which is specifically into research. But trust me, we have never used that particular consortium for any OAD member to take money for that particular person. Not because we don't want money. We do want the money. It is just an institution that has been registered since 2018. It is based in China, research related, but we have never used that particular institution or research station to take a dime from somebody for OAD because we are helping. No, not because we are not so much money-minded, but because we belong to the platform. We don't have to maximize or make money because of people challenges, right? So at this point, I think I have spoken a lot, bringing the issues up, what our brothers and sisters are going through. Less I engage professors, postdocs, and all those who could help somebody in this platform. Let's market that within 2-3 years from now. If you could help one person, you could help 2 people. Africa is going to grow and we will get brains and we will go into the world, to take greater places. So this is one thing that I just want to leave with members for today. And tomorrow, like I said, we're going to look deep into Thesis, which is one of the areas that we are facing challenges with. And the next day, it could just be like maybe the editors, reviewers, what we're gonna, talk about briefly. Yeah, so right now I will leave the platform for maybe questions. I'll leave the platform for questions and contributions, right? I'm just privileged to be the speaker for this. Maybe there are better professors or people who could have done it better than I am doing. But the mere fact that I belong to the OAD as a welfare member, I feel the pain of people and the trouble of people. And I want to use this platform to engage many of us to be helpful to each other. So I leave it, and then questions are welcome and contributions from great professors among us. Thank you so much for such a wonderful opportunity. And yeah.
Our program.
Hello, Professor Harris. Yes, thank you so much. Great job you've done. Yes, there's somebody who posted something on the group. Sammy is in the area of maybe you can deal with that. Just there are
Okay, I can see that.
right now in
I
that
am the
area,
person
may be
looking
willing. Of course, someone may even be needing help, but may have ability to give help to another person who is looking for help, while also looking for the help that he or she is looking for. So at the end of the day, it's all about ensuring that everybody is able to survive. So maybe you can look at that and see if we can find people, if there are people right now in the meeting who are in this related area, we can create a group immediately and find out what his problem is, where he is stuck, and we can begin to see how we can mobilize support. Please, if you can handle that, pay attention.
Yes, so I think it is what that is using machine learning. My background is GIS, right? Is that
Yes.
a question?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so this like I said, this is just a great and a wonderful, area. And right now we only have few people within this area. So it means that we have to because for like GIS right now, because myself in research that I was doing, I needed somebody in this particular area, and somebody within our lab or that like the institution, the person had to use GIS, but which one was just like in a different, like creating a map. But this is what in the temperature, that is what surface temperature using machine learning, which is a specialized area, meaning we have to, yeah. So brothers and sisters, professors of great mind, yeah, please, this is somebody we will be willing to support if you know somebody. Like I said, our hands are full, but just you could use 30 minutes to help somebody. Use 30 minutes to help somebody, right? Because currently there is a research that I'm conducting that is where you have to use, that is a Monte Carlo simulation, right? With policy analysis. Because if I were to pay somebody for such a this and the Monte Carlo simulation, I am good at it, but somebody has to give me a helping hand. And the person just gave me the helping hand within a week. What I was doing, Monte Carlo simulation in data policy analysis, is already done. And we need each other in this place. Is there somebody who could help our brother or sister in such a wonderful area? It's a technical area and specialized, of course. If somebody could be of interest to connect with him or her to do, what the person wants to do. Yeah, so I see a question. Is it punishable to submit? Let me see. Punishable to submit to 2 journals. All right. So I think we will be looking deep into this maybe the day before, after tomorrow. But just to make it very blunt, it is punishable, not that they will fine you, but it is against your academic ethics. It is against academic ethics to submit to one or two journals at the same time. It is, thank you for mentioning this particular issue. Currently, there was a paper that was submitted to one particular journal. Now, the journal that after submitting the journal, the institution said your journal cannot be accepted by the university. All right. So now the person has to write to the journal, say that I'm withdrawing this particular journal, the paper from your journal, because my institution has not given approval for it. Even if I publish it, it will not count for me. So they wrote to the journal that for withdrawal, and the journal has still not withdrawn the paper. Then the author subsequently went to submit it to another journal. And trust me right now, because of AI, whatever that you submit to any journal, it is trackable by other journal to see whether you have sent the same paper to another journal and submitting to us. Right now, so what if you're doing it? It is not academical right. It is not ethical within the publications space. You don't do it. Even if you're doing it, it's not, it can affect our future tomorrow. You can publish one paper in two journals at the same time. But trust me, there are a whole bunch of papers that are being retracted now because they found out later on there was, a mishap. There was a background collation before the paper was published, which will affect your academic integrity. All right. So it's not punishable, but it is punishable. I don't know whether I'm speaking in coded language now. That is how it is. So you don't do it. It's not good. All right. Then the truth, is it not allowed if the journal finds about that your paper will be rejected without, okay, yeah, I think it's already done here. All right, so we say if you are in lithium ion battery, sodium battery, and super capacity, all right. So this is just not a platform for presentation, but it is also a platform for connections, all right. You can get a connection today. It will help you in your research. All right. All right. So I think if somebody is in this area, lithium ion battery, sodium battery, and supercapacity, you should connect with this person. All right. So in a quest to submit a paper for publication in an international journal, is it a must to include Prisma table and other tables in the paper, especially for a systematic review for publication? Yeah, in quick response to this particular question, yes, it's not just going to be like increasing the space of your work, but it is of necessity that you include Prisma, because right now, a paper that was submitted to a journal, all these questions you talk about, the Prisma table was also included. But what we do is that sometimes you have to be smart in the presentation. How? Because you can have your main paper, all right, but you have to put this Prisma table and other tables in a supplementary file. That is the simple way you have to do it. And doing this, then I know it is very technical. You have to do it well. Otherwise, you will have problem with editors or reviewers. So in your main paper, make sure that you make mention, number it, and put it in your supplementary file. And make reference anytime you want to talk about the Prisma table, you make reference to the supplementary file. So you don't include it in your main paper, but you rather include it in your supplementary file. That alone is also going to add value. It's going to add, rigorous capacity of your work. Whoever that is doing it will know that this particular authors have done the right thing. they have done it right. So it's not just only waste of time, but it is evidence for your paper to suffice reviewer's hand. All right, thank you. All right, so the platform is open for, I know there are professors among us. All right, so maybe this is not just only my time that has gone, 7 years. I did not go so much into my time because I want to just talk about the challenges people are facing. Right, so the platform is open for any OAD member with great experience, a professor and a postdoc, yeah, and somebody who has also supervised students in this capacity. Please go ahead and you could mute your mic and then make a contribution to such a wonderful presentation. Yeah, I see this. Is this a question? Is it necessary or a must to get a supplementary file when submitting a paper? Yeah, I think I've already mentioned this. It is very necessary. And that one also even makes your main paper very small in relative terms, because right now when you are submitting, you have about 6,000 depending on the work. If it is about what literature review, it could be about 10,000. All right. If it is about maybe like a commentary, in the commentary it's like 2,000 words and at most 3,000. So if you want to submit a commentary, most of the methodological approaches all has to go into your supplementary file. It will make your work very simple and very short for reviewers and editors to deal with. All right. Then supplementary file is usually for replication purposes. People who want to go use the same model that you have used to also use it for their own works. All right. The supplementary file serves this purpose. All right. So I think we are now talking about what we intend talking about on the third day, but they are coming, so we cannot jump these questions. All right. I know these are the issues that we have. We'll be talking about the journal submissions, dealing with reviewers and editors. All right. In the third day. But tomorrow we're going to talk about is technical going to be your thesis and you and your supervisor. Yeah.
All right, so please let me just mention once again in connection with Sammy's case. Please, I just sent my WeChat number. If you are in a related area and will want to listen to Sammy, inform you about some of the challenges he's having, for you to know whether you can give some support, please, you can connect with me on WeChat and be able to put together a group and bring Samuel there as well. So he is into land surface temperature using machine learning. His background is GIS and RS. There's anybody in that area that's interested in helping, please let us know and we'll bring you together to listen to the problem and you see what you can do. Also, the announcements or the requests made in there, let me emphasize again, if you, another person, Jennifer, requested that if anybody is using machine learning, anybody into machine learning can connect with her. Ishoma is asking for people working on lithium ion battery or sodium ion battery, supercapacitors, can connect with her for some collaborative engagement. And yeah, any other persons that have any other needs, of course, the questions have been answered. questions have been answered for now, and any other ones later can come up. But please let me know if you're able to give attention, particularly to Sami. Anybody in the meeting today, you let us know and we'll bring it together. Right, yeah, so it's still open for inputs. We can go for a few more minutes before we close. We'll be closing before 9:30. Now is 9:13. So it's a 1 hour, 30 minutes meeting. Yeah, anybody still interested in that? Please let us know. Okay, no hand is currently raised. Okay,
There
somebody
is
has
a
just
hand
raised the
raised.
hand.
Yep.
Ibrahim.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Um, Thank you very much, Doctor, for your presentation. I think what we realize over time as young researchers, especially looking at carrying out some of your exercises, maybe I can say your bachelor's program in your country. By the way, I'm Ibrahim Kanu. I'm from Sierra Leone, pursuing my PhD program here in China. The most difficult parts most of us Africans are facing in China or studying abroad is when you look at the aspect of research exposure, especially when it comes to uh, collaboration in the aspect of you coming out as maybe very few people are actually doing or studying some related programs that you are doing. So when you look at the aspect of collaboration, it's something that is quite challenging. And that has also affected us when we interact with our supervisors. Most especially, sometimes when you look at the research directions of this supervisor, they wanted you to be in line with what they are doing. But the challenges are much more exciting in a sense that sometimes you might be interested in the research that the supervisor is doing, and sometimes you might not. And the challenge comes like this: if your supervisor presents something to you, which I'm quite sure, if it's not something related to experiment, then you need to go the extra mile to actually carry out your exercise. So the moment you try to present something contrary to your supervisor, you started having issues. This is a problem with most of African students that at the end of their exercise, you realize that they cannot complete their program because the research presented by the supervisor maybe has one or two challenges, especially in the aspect of you doing some experiments, and you can realize some Chinese students are even saying that it's difficult to obtain results, and the supervisor is forcing you to do the same. So this has been a serious challenge. So we realize that most of the work that we are doing out of our country here in China, it's more like an independent research. It's like you're doing everything by yourself. So I think this is a serious challenge for all of us. I don't know whether I'm speaking on behalf of some students that are here in China or other parts of the world. Of course, Doc, you had those experiences when you are doing your research by doing independent work. Sometimes you present your work to your supervisor. If he's not interested in what you're doing, he can't even have time to look at it. So there are a lot of frustrations for most of the students. So the aspect of OAD come and try to bridge some of this gap. I think it's laudable. But the other challenge is this. We have few researchers that are specialized in most of this field. I'm just following the comments. I saw people asking for machine learning and those kind of technologies, which when you're looking at the research space, you have few people that are specialized in this area. So strengthening collaboration, bringing people, bringing experts can salvage some of these challenges that we are having. We are here studying, and you can say our days are numbered because our people back home, they are counting that you're done with year one, year two. What's the update? So these are quite frustrating. Thank you so very much for at least to say a word or two in this particular program. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Brother Ibrahim. I just want to make a remark on the first challenge you make, which is very interesting. And I think when I was in one of the slides, I made mention that your supervisor is your greatest collaborator. You know, it could just be like a topic. It could be like a topic to write on. And what it therefore means is that, you know, before your supervisor will accept you to become either a master's or PhD candidate under him or her, remember, we have to send our CV and our proposal to the supervisor. And now the supervisor only accepts you knowing that what he or she is doing, when you are coming, you will do what he is doing. All right. So it's like we come in with our own bag. When you come to the supervisor's office, you are being told, put your bag aside and come inside my bag. What is in my bag is what you are doing. Remember, PhD program is like a project you come in to work with. And now you must be willing. And that is, like, as you say, it's a challenge. The student must be willing to put your bag aside in order to do what the supervisor is saying here, not because I have been a supervisor before, that is what I'm saying, but that is the secret of you being successful with your supervisor. You know, if you don't know what he's doing, you have to begin learning what he wants you to do. That is what the supervisor wants. Many often, like even in the United States here, I heard one student say many often than not, the supervisors want to use you to make money. No, it's a perception, but that is not the reality. The supervisors are to use you first. The question is that, are you usable? Do you have a skill the supervisor will use? These are two dynamics. We take it that maybe I want to only get skills and go out. PhD program is beyond that. So first of all, you have to be usable for the supervisor. And if you are being used by the supervisor, trust me, that particular supervisor is your great collaborator, as I said. So it means that we must be willing to do what the supervisor is doing. It's where the relationship is created, right? Even if you don't have the ability, that is the time that you have to learn to do what the supervisor is asking you to do. That is only to build you, because sometimes you can even get your publications, but because you do not have a good relationship with the supervisor, you can't go because he has not sanctioned, he has not signed your approval. Now you cannot go and leave him. The only thing you can do is to stop the program. And the program stopping it after 4 years, it will be a waste of time. So it's a challenge, but I speak to PhD students and master students now. Please don't tell your supervisor that I don't want to do what you are doing, but find a way to do what he is doing. Remember, it's just a period of time. And when you do what he is or she is doing, after that, you will now go out and do your own stuff. All right. So this is one challenge that, like I just said, it is a challenge, but there is a way out. Be willing to do what the supervisor is saying. That shows that you are usable and you can be, like, you can be ruled. Hear me, I ever made a statement that take your supervisors as your smaller gods. Sorry, I'm saying it, but it's just like a statement. Take them as people that, without them in your program, you cannot move. That is how you have to see your supervisors. And that is why I say they must be your best collaborators in the first place. All right, that challenge. So it means that we have to establish the relationship. The challenge will become an opportunity. And the few research areas, that one, as you said, it is a technical area, and that is why OAD bring, compendium of minds. Every field that you want, you can get it within OAD. It is now left onto you to look for the right person within OAD. And I always appreciate the fact that I see somebody posting a concern who can help me. Now we only hope that people respond to the concerns of challenges. Yeah, thank you. I think there is already a hand. Ugan, right?
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, I wanted to respond to what he was saying because that's a very dicey challenge. You can't remove that. But I don't know who is on this platform. There are two things with my experience. You're either going to be a very hardworking student. When I mean a very hardworking student, it means you're going to exactly do two projects at a go.
That.
Because when he was bringing you during your interview, you had an option then, as at that time, to have put forward your own proposal, which you didn't do. So you have to take that blame for yourself. Because when a supervisor is recruiting you and he already has his goal, what it means is that you must abide to his rules and regulations. And if he's your funder, it means if you quit, you have to go back. So two things I would always advise if anyone finds themselves in that if you have that kind of issue is where is your strength and where is your teacher's job? If it's something you have to learn his own research for over maybe a year, but for you to be able to get an output, then you have to do it. And if you're in a level where you can be doing your personal work, it doesn't affect his own, you can do it. Because what happens at times is because it's a journey, it might be surprising for you that maybe on the second year, your personal work might become a novelty. I've heard of people who had to switch and their parents were like, oh, we didn't know this would amount to something good. And that's 1 in 1,000,000. So you can't say it can happen to you. But for you not to start feeling depressed, two things, either you're going to push the extra work, you do what you love while in that lab and do your boss's own, or you have to swallow your pride and go learn anything you have to learn to fulfill that. So it's not left for the person to make the best decision. We are not in your lab, so we can't tell you, oh, do this or don't do that. You know your strengths because at the end of the day, it's your PhD. So let him decide. Thank you.
Wow. I couldn't have said it better. You did it excellently. Yeah, so my view, yeah, with respond to this, it is very important. As you just said, you must do two projects at the same time. And that is it. All right. I think right now we are left with barely 2 minutes to go.
Hello.
Yes, please.
The General Secretary is there.
Hello.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mr.
I think there's
President.
someone.
Yeah, do you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
Dr. Taha
we
wants to
can
say
hear you.
something.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's me, Dr. Taha Hussein. I'm a PhD graduate from Southeast University, 2022, and it's my pleasure to attend this lecture at the time when I'm a facilitator for the first lecture of OED. And really, it's a wonderful opportunity to hear like Professor Hermas and Elijah, and also I see in this platform Dr. Linda and Emmanuel Priestley, and they provide an extraordinary support to the young researchers, master and PhD across the globe. And I would like to say a PhD is not like a matter to being an excellent individual, no. With an experience, we learn that in the matter of leadership, mentorships, and teamwork. And we learn through OID to help each other to overcome the challenges and to hit our target within the minimum and short times. Helping each other, it's a goal and a part of the mission. And always I remind a young scholar, either master or PhD, let's remind our goal of OID for doctoral solution for the Africa and the globe. We have a great mission to provide a solution. We have a great vision to enhancing the quality of life of Africa, and this will be happening through research and our teamwork. Bring our brothers, sisters together. That's our core missions, and I do believe with the leadership, with the youngest researchers, with people like Elijah, Professor Alainka, and other excellent professors, we can reach our goal. We are here to support you at any times. Although we are back home, we face a lot of problem of communication, but we will help each of you and every one of you. For so far, youngest scholar, don't worry. The door is open for you. Your request will be acceptable, and we will help you at any time. Okay. Thank you once again for Professor Harman, Dr. Elijah, Dr. Alaika, Dr. Elijah, and Linda, and overall of you. Thank you so much for some nice comments and presentation for the first day.
Thank you, Dr. Taha.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Taha, for your input. Thank you all for your contribution. Thank you, Dr. Emas, for this great presentation. And remember that today was just the opening. So tomorrow, you know that we are going to go deeper into all those matters. So you can thank our great speaker in the comments as I call upon Dr. Saka, the Vice President of Eastern Africa, to give us the closing remarks. Dr. Saka, can you hear me?
Yes, please. Good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry I came late, but all in all, we are thankful. It has been very, very powerful, the presentation. So as I give my closing remarks, allow me to start it officially. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Joseph Saka Kaunda. I'm from Kenya. I am the Vice President, Eastern Africa, the Global Organization of African Academic Doctors. I want to thank you for being part of this wonderful event. It has been a moment full of great ideas, learning, and establishing connections. We've been privileged to hear very inspiring talks and shared meaningful discussions that will edify researchers, our researchers in academia, refine and guide their scientific pathways for a robust scientific research output or publications. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take what we've learned today and use it to bring real and tangible and visible change in our works and lives. And as we move forward, I hope to see all of you again in our or at our upcoming conferences. And also, I just want to ask all of you to please come with one or two friends tomorrow. Go share with them the good news and bring them on board. Thank you, Professor Hammer, for creating time out of your busy schedule to guide our people and share with them from your deep wealth of knowledge and wisdom that you've acquired and amassed over the years of your research work. Thank you once again, our members, for your time and support to OAAD programs and activities. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank
Thank you, Dr. Saka. Thank you all for joining. So, as Dr. Emma said, it's not a painful time, but a time of building. So, tomorrow, come as we build together your path of success in your academics. Thank you all for joining. Dr. Odi, do you have something to add? Our speaker, Dr. Emmas, anything to be added?
No, nothing new from me.
All right. So thank you all. Thank you for joining. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Have a great day.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good night. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks. Good night, President.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.
Right. Bye-bye. Thank you. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Almost.
Have a great day, my people.
Right.